Hello, everyone, and welcome to Match of the Week 13 from the Reddit Backyard Baseball League. This is Season 8. This is Jibbo, and I am joined by the prestigious Mello math teacher. Mello, how are you today?
Doing great. Over here, I've just started spring break for my school district a couple days ago. I went to see the new Sonic movie, and the Maryland Terrapins are 25-6 in baseball right now. So I'm quite
Wow.
pleased, although they're losing to Minnesota right now, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's pretty. Yeah, they just started Big Ten play, right? And it sounds like
Yep,
they're
four and
doing.
one at the moment.
Yeah, sounds like they're doing good in Big Ten. Good enough, at least. That's awesome. Yeah, that's good to hear. I think we're like a Maryland baseball club as well as the backyard baseball league at this point.
Yeah,
Everyone's kind of rooting
yeah.
for
I
them
mean,
with you.
baseball's always fun, right? I mean,
Yeah.
I couldn't care less about MLB.
Oh, that's funny. All right. Well, today we got a great matchup that everybody cares about, no matter who you are. It's the Mighty Tigers of Hanshin versus the Green Monsters of what I assume is America. Yuria is on the Green Monsters, and then of course I'm on the Mighty Tigers. And this one is it's gonna be basically for the division. I already know what happened in my game, so I can't really talk about it. So I'm excited to see how this goes and unravels, and I think it's gonna be exciting. Just
Yeah,
based on kind of the team structures.
absolutely. Absolutely massive critical game right here. Tigers will clinch the AL Central with a win. If not, the Monsters will take the tiebreaker and the AL Central lead, and they'll have only the 3-10 Cardinals to beat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, pretty much a winner go home game for both teams, I think. Um,
Not
and yeah,
quite, but very, very close.
we're gonna go around the league for some results now. Just gonna get right into it. So go ahead, Mello, and let me know how are the scores going this week.
All right, I'll start with the AL. The Rangers defeated the Padres 17-1. The Rangers are on absolute life support in the wild card race, and they still are, but they just barely managed to cling on. And if they can somehow defeat the Mariners in week 14, then, some miracles could go their way. Next, we have the Pirates defeated the Cardinals 1 to -2. This result came in just a few minutes ago. Very, very pitchers heavy duel. The Twins, not the Twins, the Rays defeated the Giants 6+ to 6- off the tiebreaker. Absolutely gutted and feel downright awful for the Giants, who had far and away their best game all season, only to lose it to a home tiebreaker. They lost a home tiebreaker game to me in week 1 of season 7 as well. So to be on the losing end of two of those in back-to-back seasons just absolutely sucks. But
Mm-hmm.
the Rays absolutely had to have this win in order to set up an AL East showdown to determine who wins the division in week 14. So huge, huge win for the Rays, even if it wasn't a great performance on their end. They will face off against the Melonheads next week, who defeated the Twins by a score of 45-15, thanks largely in part to Tin Can Alley shenanigans. Worth mentioning that the Melonheads will be playing at Tin Can Alley in their finale against the Rays. Uh, Mariners Hornets is not in yet. Mariners obviously an overwhelming favorite. However, the Hornets have motivation on their side. The Hornets will clinch the wild card if they win this game. But if they don't win this game, all manners of chaos are going to break loose. If they lose, the Hornets and Devil Rays / Melonheads will both be 8-5 at the top of the wild card. The loser of Melonhead's Devil Rays will be 8-6. But if the Hornets can beat, I believe it's the Padres in Week 14, then the Hornets will still clinch it. If the Hornets lose this game and Week 14, then you'll have multiple teams tied at 8-6. The the Padres will be 8-6. The Rangers could get up there, and so could the Monsters will be eliminated if they lose today. So there's at least 4 teams in the running if things go the way they could go, which is pretty nuts.
Yeah, it seems like every season comes down to the wire for some of these playoff teams. Either the last game or the last two games, it becomes pretty much a little form of the playoffs in a way. It's not exactly a short season, but because of the way the divisions work, things get really close towards the end for these divisional games that mean so much. So we're gonna jump right into gameplay. I do want to say that Chris made the edit, and
What about the
Mello's.
National League?
What's that?
National League?
Oh, whoops. Go right ahead. Sorry, for some reason. I
Okay.
just forget about that league sometimes.
Okay. So the Fishes defeated the Cubs 11-8. This confirmed that the Fishes have clinched the NL Central and we have our 3 champions. And unfortunately, this mathematically eliminates the Cubs. The Bombers defeated the Orioles 14-2, and therefore the Bombers have clinched at the very least a top 2 seed. The Expos, in quite a bit of an upset, defeated the Athletics 10-6. The Braves defeated the Royals 12-3 to maintain their wild card lead, and the Wombats defeated the Angels 18-1 in order to stay alive in the wild card race. The only NL result that is not in yet is Blue Jays versus Rockies, which has no bearing on the playoff race at all. We have our 3 champions. The Athletics at 9-4 have clinched the NL West. The 11-2 Fishes have clinched the NL Central, and the 11-2 Bombers have clinched the NL East. So congratulations to all 3. You guys are safe. The Athletics are confirmed to be the 3rd seed. The Fishes can clinch the top overall seed with one more win, as they have the tiebreaker over the Bombers, while a Fishes loss to the Braves and a Bombers win over the Angels will give the Bombers the top overall seed. And the final, very exciting 2-team scenario for the wild card is this: the Wombats are 8-5, 1 game behind the 9-4 Braves, but the Wombats have the tiebreaker over the Braves, and the Wombats are favorites in their must-win finale over the Orioles. The Braves are a game ahead, but they cannot afford to slip up. One loss and they'll be in jeopardy of being eliminated by a Wombats win. And the Braves have to be a very tough Fishes to secure it. It is an incredibly exciting, nail-biting finish for the wild card over in the NL. What an amazing pair of games. I cannot wait to see them. I'd love to see recordings of them.
Yeah, if we could get those recordings, we'd love to host them on this Twitch channel or even the YouTube Backyard Sports Center channel, so that people can
There's shaping up to be a lot of exciting games in week 14. Probably too many to all fit in match of the week, but being able to broadcast them anyhow, to see them as they happen, even if
Hmm.
they aren't typical match of the week quality, that'd be an enjoyable thing to do, I would say.
Yeah, I think with me and Chris, we might be able to get 2 matchups edited and broadcasted, but it's everyone will be following these games very closely next week. It's going to be a very exciting week, and I'm looking forward to it as well. So
All
with
right.
that being said,
For the NL
now
Central, it is for the
yeah,
AL Central, sorry. It is game time.
it's game time. I'm gonna get this started up. I'm gonna hope I pressed the right button, and I did on the first try. And I'm gonna have Mello take it away. Best of luck, and I'll see you guys after this matchup.
Best of luck to you, sir. You're the one on the hot seat.
Yeah, win or lose, the had a fun season. But best of luck to Yuria. And this will definitely be exciting. I'm gonna say that without knowing anything, but we're just gonna try and hype it up because right now I'm sitting at 3 viewers, and I think everyone's watching the Masters, so we'll have to create some hype for this. But go ahead, Mello, and I'll get this one started now.
I don't see anything moving.
Yeah, me either. I pressed the play button, but I'll have to probably. Oh, now it's frozen.
There is
That's
currently a white screen.
cool. I try my best, and I will eventually succeed. All right, there you go.
Nothing is visible. I see a Hanshin Tigers logo. I do not see any. Wait, hang on. Watch
It might take a
stream.
second to load.
Yep, there. Okay, there. Right, took a second to load. Now I see a a pause picture of a pitch.
Yep. I'll reset that real quick and
Right,
let it go.
Francesca Whitaker, basically warped her way to the plate. Jay Johnson throws a curveball and a big swing up the left field foul line, and it bounces out of bounds, and we are underway with an immediate one-run home run. Coach Yuria evidently extremely excited, spinning the mouse around. We have yet to receive an official measurement. 507, I believe that measurement is, aided by the bounciness, and the game now underway, the Monsters take an immediate 1-0 lead. Indy Johnson throws another curveball outside and in, and Star Moonbeam swings on the very first pitch and uses her speed to get to first base without difficulty. Claudia Velarda at the plate now. Steal option is set immediately as Randy Johnson sends a fastball down the middle, and it is high but in the zone for a strike. Star takes off, and she will get there with time to spare. Vicky drops it, and Luann runs in to support, but that will give Star enough time to run over to third. An auspicious start for the Monsters. Randy waits a while before electing for another outside-in curveball, and it hits the corner for a strike. 0-2 count for Claudia. Switches to the grounder. Claudia has massive power, but poor contact, so not sure how the grounder will work out. But she does manage to poke it toward third base. Star immediately takes off, and unfortunately that was an unwise decision because of cheesing rules, and Star volunteers herself out as it drew the throw away from first base. Stuart Sullivan at the plate now. Claudia takes off for second and makes it just in time. Probably took a little sprinting to get there. Short with a no-1 count, switches to the grounder at the very last second. I have been I've been disconnected from the video at the moment. I see two spinning squares. Sit tight, we're patching you back in, Discord says. I cannot see any action at this point. I suppose it is theoretically possible that Stuart Sullivan has created a rift in the universe. Or perhaps it was Todd Xavier that had done so from the dugout. As much as there is a dugout in Cement Gardens. Imagine digging a dugout into Cement Gardens. That'd be kind of weird. Alas, I still do not see any action. Perhaps if I leave the stream and return, it will help. Hang on, we are back. And it looks like Claudia is standing on second base, and Markey is fouled once away, and it has an 0-2 count. It is still 1-0 Monsters with 2 outs. High pitch, just barely too high. That is a ball. Appears that Stuart Sullivan got out somehow. As Markey fouls away another one to keep the top of the first going. A low curveball passes low for a ball. 2-2 count. Rookie Du Bois is nerfed, it seems. Do not yet know the nature of the nerf. Fly ball just behind second base. Vicky gets in position and uses her graceful ballerina coordination to make the catch. And now it is the Tigers' turn at bat, but they have to get through the dastardly, my boy, AI Todd Xavier to do it. Although Todd Xavier is nerfed at this point. Todd Xavier taking a very long time to throw a pitch. He knows this is a critical game. Fastball to the outside for a ball. Swing and a miss on a pitch that was too high. Todd Xavier struggling to find Luann Louise's zone. Perhaps understandable as it is very small. An inside slow ball causes a very short grounder, but Luann has the speed to get there to first base with no trouble. Vicky Kawaguchi at the plate next. Coach Jibbo ponders the steal, goes with it and attempts a hit and run strategy. However, there is a pop-up to Todd Xavier, makes the catch, and Luann retreats in time. Ichiro at the plate now. Coach Jibbo waiting for the steal call, and then executes it. Just as Ichiro sends a liner, not a liner, but a grounder. Oh my goodness! The official measurement is 253, and it's a grounder along the left field line. And because it bounced off screen, because there's like a little triangle in which the ball bounces, rule it a ground rule double. And if it's off screen before it bounces in that region, it's ruled a homer. I do not like that rule, but a rule it is. And the Tigers have taken a 2-1 lead. Ichiko Adachi watches a slow ball pass for a strike. And a fly ball up left field, and it bounces off screen, and that is another, I don't even know what to call these home runs. That is another patented Cement Gardens home run. It seems that the Tigers are trying to give the Monsters a taste of their own medicine, trying to force an excessive number of balls down that alleyway, as Tim Hudson watches a ball pass low for a ball. Slow ball passes high this time for a ball. Todd Xavier definitely way off his game right now. Curveball, and Tim Hudson sends a high one also up the left field line, but this time Star Moonbeam gets in position to grab it. She relays it back in, but that is a single for Tim Hudson. Nate Kawaguchi wheels his way up to the plate. Immediately aims for the grounder. Immediate steal call. Swings and ends up fouling it away. Throughout my time with Todd Xavier last season, he sometimes got a nerf in which he would get reduced to 8 pitching. Usually it was a stamina nerf, as Kenny pops one up, but the catcher cannot make a play on it, and that is a free single off an error. Brad Radke at the plate now. I am called to check on something, verifying hard difficulty. And Ruby Diamond is the catcher, apparently, which is yikes. Ruby Diamond's designed practically to do nothing but play catcher, doing a rather shoddy job. Radke on the 0-1 pitch, swings and misses, and the steal call was given, so they must return. Todd Xavier gives the Tigers a death stare before throwing a high slow ball. Gets popped up right in front of Todd, who makes the play to third. Todd Xavier, a very stubborn, very competitive player, likes to wait a while. Like Piazza at the plate. Fastball to the inside. It is too high. Ball 1. The curveball passes too low. An excellent eye from Mike Piazza. Definitely didn't look low, but it ended up low. 2-0 count. And a high pitch goes for ball 3. Mike Piazza showing a lot of restraint and great plate discipline here. Mike Piazza swings on 3-0. And it's a bounces right toward Todd Xavier. Drops it, but everyone is in play anyway, even if he had caught it. And Randy Johnson is at the plate with the bases loaded. Randy Johnson with bad contact, but more power than you'd think for a pitcher. Grounds it along the first baseline. Markey picks it up, steps on the, not bag, but probably a manhole cover or something. And that ends the first inning with a 3-1 lead for the Tigers. Monsters are back in action now with Fernando Diaz at the plate. Fouls away the first pitch. Switches over to the line drive. Fernando Diaz is boosted. Another foul ball. Fernando Diaz has better than average power, but very bad contact. So these fouls are not surprising. Curveball passes high for a ball. 1-2 count to Fernando. Randy waits patiently. Pitch. A heater low and down the middle. And Fernando drives one into right field. Ichiro is there with the catch. Sure-handed glove and incredible speed. Ichiro, always a threat. Randy Uno at the plate now. Curveball goes high for a ball. Another outside-in curveball. And blasts one high and deep to left center field. Glenn and Kenny are over there. They can't seem to get the concept of, I've got it. However, the throw, second is in time, and Randy needs to head back. It is a very tight foot race, and Randy only just barely stays alive. Ruby Diamond at the plate now. Very, very close call and very lucky break for the Monsters there. Fastball goes too low for ball 1. An outside-in curveball. Knocked away foul. On 1 count for Ruby. Her first ever season of not only baseball, but existence. Viciously squared and cannot reach that pitch. And swings and misses. 1-2 count. Another curveball to the outside. Ruby doesn't want to chance it, so she hits it and hits it hard. Almost broke a window on the brick building on right field. Randy is rounding second and heading over to third, and the bouncy ball has given Ruby enough time to advance to second as well. Very well-timed hit from Ruby. And now Todd Xavier has an opportunity with runners on base. Swing and a miss on a fastball. Todd Xavier in last year's playoffs hit a line drive homer to the alley to defeat the Cubs in game 1 of the playoffs last season. It would be amazing if he could do it again. And Xavier tries, but it's floating over to shortstop Vicky for the out. Francesca Whitaker at the plate. We're back to the top of the order. She hit the immediate home run back in the first inning on the very first pitch of the game. Fouls away this one. She has an opportunity to take the lead by doing the same thing now. There are 2 outs. Curveball reaches the middle and a line drive bounces toward the alley, but it does hit the plane. It does hit the ground rule double plane. It will score 2. And now Monsters have equalized the Tigers, though still technically behind due to the home field advantage. Our Moonbeam at the plate. It is now 3-3. Thinking about power, but switches to grounder at the last second and sends the grounder up the third baseline and books it toward first base and gets there easily. Throw to second is inconsequential. Claudia Velarde at the plate, bringing out the immediate power bat off those big gains of hers. A high, slow curveball hits the top of the zone for a strike. Randy waits patiently. The delivery. High curveball. Too high. Ball one. Another high curveball. Also too high. 2-1 count to Claudia. Claudia very patient so far. Pitch. And it's a fastball, low and outside. Claudia fouls it away. Looked big though, but fouled. 2-2 count. Crucial pitch. Curveball. Bounces very high and slowly along the third baseline. Mike Piazza on the move, but cannot do much of anything. Drops the ball along the way. And the bases are loaded for Stuart Sullivan. The steal home call is in play. Francesca takes off and then immediately retreats as Stuart does not swing. Francesca once again getting the signal to run on the pitch. He takes off and it's a slow ball. Fastball, sorry, and it gets fouled away. Francesca once again getting that run home on the pitch signal. Stuart Sullivan looking to ground her at past. And yet another foul. Third base coach very antsy. Francesca very antsy. It's a crucial pitch. It's thrown, swung, and missed with the bases loaded. An unfortunate break for the Monsters. As the Juan Louis fouls away the first pitch of the bottom of the second. Todd Xavier threw 20 pitches in the first inning. Slow ball to the outside. Juan grounds one directly back to Todd, who makes a routine play. Vicky Kawaguchi at the plate now. Curveball, swings and misses. Very nasty curve. Looked good and then out of the zone. Fooled Vicky into swinging. 0-1. A high slow ball bounces toward shortstop. I believe that's Francesca, and that will leave Vicky enough time to advance to first. Very, very quick. Ichiro at the plate, and Vicky with the immediate steal signal. And then the steal signal is retracted as the first pitch is inside. 1-0 count. This pitch is high, but it barely clipped the zone for a strike. Ichiro waiting very patiently to swing. High fastball, also too high for a ball. Curveball was outside and then back in. Swing and a drive from Ichiro. Second baseman makes a catch, and Vicky returns to tag up. Great defensive play right there. Michiko Adachi at the plate now. Inside fastball. Todd Xavier gave Michiko a little chin music. Swing and a miss on some more chin music. Very inside pitch. Grounder between first and second, and Stuart makes a quick grab and throw, but it is not in time. And Vicky, with their quick little ballet slippers, now stands on second in scoring position for Tim Hudson. Coach gives a last-second steal call, and it bounces right in front of a very slow and exhausted Todd Xavier, who pushes Ruby aside. Ruby and Todd exchange some unpleasant words over frustration on the play as Kenny Kawaguchi is at the plate with the bases loaded. Xavier waiting very patiently, and then a high slow ball for a ball. Curveball, outside and then in the zone for a strike. He doesn't take it. 1-1 count. A heater to the inside. 2-1 count. 2-1 pitch is a very fast heater. Kenny pops one up right in front of Xavier. The throw to third is in time. The AI is now batting for the Tigers. And it is a fly ball to center field. Francesca gets under it. She cannot make the catch. The throw to second is not in time? I cannot believe that Todd Xavier did not apply the tag. And now Randy Johnson at the plate. Throw to get the out at first. But now Lulu is running all the way around. Lulu's caught in a pickle, but she's very quick, but she is out at home. And a very, very crucial double play made to allow the Monsters to gain access to the crazy bunt for 9th round pick Marky Dubois. It was looking very dangerous for the Monsters, but now the Monsters plan on taking full advantage of the crazy bunt they've received. And it reaches the right field wall and bounces off the brick. Only a single for Marky. And Marky is slow, so it'll be difficult to take advantage of him being on the base paths. Fernando Diaz at the plate. Fastball goes low for a ball. Curveball goes high. Randy Johnson's command is not looking particularly good at the moment. Randy Johnson waits for the signal very patiently. Another curveball. That one looked high, but it hit the zone for a strike. Another high curveball. That one definitely in the zone. 2-2 count. Fernando switches to the grounder. And grounds one right past Randy toward Lulu in right center field. And the throw is made in time as Markey cannot reach second. And that is 1 out. Randy Uno at the plate. Fernando with the immediate steal signal. May very well have boosted speed. And Randy Johnson nearly hits Randy in the face as Fernando runs, and it looked like the ball got there first, but it seems the tag was not applied. Very, very fortunate break for the Monsters. An extremely close play. As Randy swings and misses on an outside pitch while in the open stance. A fastball to the outside, and Randy bounces a grounder to Michiko at third. And Fernando starts running, but comes back. Ruby Diamond at the plate now. They're still deadlocked 3-3. Monsters had a good chance to take a lead with the power up, but they haven't been able to take advantage. And that is a fly ball to left field, and Kenny Kawaguchi makes the catch. Brad Bradkey at the plate now. We're now in the bottom of the third. Brad Bradkey fouls away the first pitch, which is from grounder to liner. Back to grounder again. This curveball is high. Swing and a miss from Brad. A high slow ball swung and missed. That one was too high, and AI Todd records his first strikeout. Mike Piazza at the plate. Curveball started inside and curved back out at the last second. Very mean curve. Swing and miss from Mike Piazza. Another curveball, low but in the zone for an 0-2 count. Foul ball knocked away. Heater to the outside. Mike doesn't chase. Curveball. Oh my goodness, that was a raw pitch. That looked too high, but the ball only just barely scraped the zone. Todd Xavier seems to be getting it back in his groove and records back-to-back strikeouts. Randy Johnson is at the plate now. Pitcher's duel, if you will. And it's a grounder straight to Todd Xavier. And Markey makes the play just in time. And now player control Todd Xavier is back at the plate. Curveball. It's knocked away foul. Curve high in the zone, but it's a grounder. Michiko picks it up and makes the play, and that is an out. Francesca Whitaker at the plate now. Has a home run and a double on the day. Curveball, outside and back in, barely reaches the zone for a strike. High and deep fly ball from Francesca. Luann tries to get under it, but she's just a little too short. It's knocked away by the fly, and her weak arm is giving Francesca time to run to third. Definitely gives thought to going home, but she stays there. And she is a single away from the cycle. As Star Moonbeam steps up to the plate now. Star Moonbeam with a grounder to Michiko. Rather than throw to first, she suppresses Francesca from advancing. Maybe a smart decision, but it could also bite them. Claudia Velarde at the plate with one out and runners on the corners. Star Moonbeam with the immediate steal signal. Strike is called at the top of the zone. And the throw to third base, it's past Michiko. And that will allow Francesca to score, and Star runs down, but then runs back immediately. A little too excited on that one. Now the Monsters have taken a 4-3 lead. This battle for the NL Central. Claudia Velarde. A crucial spot in the top of the fourth. Fastball goes low. Great eye from Claudia to not take the bait. Swing and a foul ball. Fifth run is standing on third base. The run that will eject Randy from the mound. Swing and a foul ball. Claudia Velarde's poor contact coming back to bite them as she fouls again. Swing and a hard hit liner still goes foul. A curveball to the inside, and Claudia pops one up toward first base, and the catch is made. I believe that's Tim Hudson. Stuart Sullivan at the plate now. With first base empty, Stuart Sullivan's best bet is likely the grounder. The corkscrew is thrown. And the play, and Tim Hudson is way inside to play it, but Stewart is way too fast for him to catch, and that will give Monsters a power up as well as their 5th run. Randy Johnson will be off the mound very soon, and the steal call for Stuart Sullivan will let him get there very easily. And it bounces right off of Vicky Kawaguchi's glove, and Stewart advances to 3rd. Monsters are on a roll now. Very likely to score their 6th run with a screaming line drive in play. Fastball to the inside. You have to wonder if Mark is thinking about sending a screaming line drive to the alley. Ab Racky comes in to substitute for Randy Johnson. An elevator pitch that is hit over to right field, but Ichiro's on the move, and the Ichiro cannot catch up to the ball, and the Monsters will score. Stuart Sullivan crosses the plate, and that is another power-up, hitting a screaming line drive off the elevator pitch. Because the screaming line drive hit the wall so hard, Ichiro couldn't actually catch the ball moving so fast after having bounced off it so hard, and they have gotten access to the aluminum power. Only a 1 in 11 chance that the aluminum power will appear on any power-up offering, so it is very rare to see. Fernando Diaz watches a pitch pass and fouls away another for a 1-1 count. And a corkscrew. Markey at the steal signal, but not a good idea as he retreats immediately. Racky throwing a lot of power-up pitches right now, draining his stamina very quickly. Another corkscrew, and it's a liner to Vicky, who grabs it and touches second base for the force out. Now to the bottom of the 4th. The Tigers need to rally if they're going to win this for the NL Central. If I saw that right, I believe that was a spitball that Todd Xavier threw. Todd Xavier might be running low on stamina. Curveball that went too far to the outside and fools the wind into swinging. Another spitball goes well outside. Todd Xavier almost certainly laboring at this point. Hard to tell how much stamina Todd Xavier has, considering we can't see the size of the swing spot, which generally decreases as the pitcher gets more and more tired. And a grounder, very well placed along the 3rd baseline. Luan gets a little too excited and runs to second. First base coach calls her back to first. Extremely well placed grounder to take advantage of the slow Todd Xavier, especially since he's used up a lot of stamina. Very high curveball passes for a ball. Another high curveball. This one gets fouled away. Swing and fouls one away into the espresso stand. Vicky wearing her lucky leotard. She knows she's got to win today. Curveball, swing, and a miss. Looks like that Leo's not so lucky. And Ichiro's at the plate now with 1 out, and Luan on first. Swing and a miss on a pitch that was too far inside. Ruby Diamond spikes the ball, but Luan got called to retreat, and now there's some misplays on the throw back to the pitcher, and now Luan is in trouble. There's a pickle, and Luan, after running around a little bit, using up a little bit of stamina, she does make it safely back to first. Very scary situation there. Has to be very careful with the steal call. They have to either hit and run or call back the steal. You cannot steal more than once. Coach Jibbo playing with fire here. 1-1 pitch. An outside fastball. 2-1 counts. Ichigo really, really wants the hit and run. Swings and misses at the spitball. 2-2 count. Slow ball. Bounces along the first baseline. Picked up by Markey. Throw to second in time. At the lead runner. Chico Adachi at the plate now. Spitball to the outside. Another curveball. It's fouled away by Machiko, just barely. On 1 count with a runner on first. They're down by 3 with 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th. They are running out of time. Swing and a miss on a pitch that was too high. It is very tough to locate Todd Xavier's pitches without the pitch locator. The swing spot, really. Fouls one away. Steal signal is given and fouled away again. Curveball is too far to the outside, and Ichiro takes off, and Ichiro gets there just barely in time. That's the steal call, but steal call made. Good call. Flies over to the espresso stand. Off the window, it is foul. Swing at another foul. Chico trying to wear away at Todd Xavier's pitching stamina. And it is a grounder right back to Todd. Picks it up and throws, and that is the 4th inning. Heading to the top of the 5th, Randy Uno's at the plate. Monsters with a 6-0 lead, looking to add to it. The grounder to Vicky. Play to first base is in time, but Randy cannot make the catch. As Ruby Diamond is at the plate with a runner on first thanks to an error. First swing pitch, and it's a dribbler between first and second. Randy has to hurry, and she will make it. And now, 2 very quick plays. And Todd Xavier is on with runners on first and second. Swing and a miss. Brad waits a while. And the delivery looked high, but it scraped the zone for a strike. Todd Xavier a little miffed on that one. Fastball to the outside, way outside. That's a ball. Swing and a miss. Don't know how that one missed. It looked good. But Francesca Whitaker is at the plate now with 1 out. Definitely a player you'd much rather have at the plate than Todd Xavier. Francesca is 3-4-3, and it's a single away from the cycle. Although I'm sure she's looking for more than that. 1-1 count for Francesca now. A low fastball. Very, very good eye from Francesca. Curveball. Pops up. No infield fly call, which is good. But the throw to third is in time. Now Star Moonbeam is at the plate. Ruby Diamond is being given the steal call. Seems like a hit and run situation. Ball back. And that curveball is inside for a ball. 1-0 count to Star. Ruby Diamond looking to run. A fastball, this time outside. 2-0 count. Ruby Diamond being very antsy on second base. jumping on and off of it like it were a trampoline. Another outside pitch. It's 3-0 now. Slow ball down the middle. Star Moonbeam swings on 3-0 and fouls it away. A slow ball to the outside, and it is a ball just barely off the plate, and that is a walk. First walk of the game on either side, and the bases are loaded for Claudia Villarda. This is the Monsters' opportunity to take a significant lead. Curveball to the outside, goes outside. Claudia doesn't chase. Ball one. Curveball hits the bottom of the zone for strike one. Swing and fouls one away. 2 outs, 2 strikes. A huge spot for Claudia. She could break this game open, or the Tigers could come back and stay in striking distance. Swing and a miss on a pitch that was too low. A devastating blow for the Monsters. And now, Tim Hudson swings on the very first pitch. The throw, too weak to get there, and Tim Hudson is safely aboard. It is the bottom of the 5th. This is the last opportunity for the Tigers to get their NL Central title. And they've got to somehow get past Todd Xavier to do it. Kenny Kawaguchi at the plate fouls away the first pitch. Tim Hudson with the immediate steal call. Curveball goes outside and in, fouled away. Outside, didn't want to chance it, so Kenny fouls it off. A high heater down the middle, looked a little too high, and Kenny missed it. Brad Radke at the plate. Todd Xavier has thrown 75 pitches. I am very surprised he's still there. He may have gotten a juice along the way. Although considering how slow he's moving, he is extremely tired. You can tell. That is tier 9 speed, most likely. Mike Piazza at the plate with 2 on. Todd Xavier very close to hitting him. You can tell his arm is made of absolute jello. His control is not good at all. But it's popped up, and that will be an infield fly call. And yep, there it is. Randy Johnson represents the tying run, or rather the go-ahead run when you count the home bonus. Fouls away the first pitch. A very, very crucial situation. He has to get a hit. He has to get on. High slow ball for a ball. Swing and a foul. The slow ball to the outside. 2-2 count for Randy. Knocks away a fastball with a foul. Good job to Randy getting a piece of that. A curveball. Just barely low. And it's a full count on the critical moment for the Tigers. And the slow-mo goes inside for ball 4. And the bases are loaded for Luan and Teddy. Never has Teddy been in a more high-stakes situation than this. Todd Xavier with the slow-mo pitch goes low for ball 1. He's thrown several power-ups. He has thrown 86 pitches. How long can he hang on? That pitch was way inside. Teddy almost got hit by the pitch on that one. 2-0 count. Inside again, 3-0 count. And Fernando Diaz finally comes in to relieve Todd Xavier. Coach Uria has had enough. And the pitch to the outside, looked outside, but just barely caught the zone. 3-1 count for Luan. Fernando Diaz trying to finish it off, but can't seem to do it. And it goes high, and that will walk in a run. The bases remain loaded. Mickey Kawaguchi at the plate now. Time called. A little bit of stamina loss on Luan. Coach is considering the triple steal. Curve goes far inside and misses for a ball. The heater goes straight down the middle, high in the zone for a strike. Fernando seems to really like that hook. He is at least a Crockett archetype who does have a crazy hook. The triple steal is called off as it's fouled. 1-2 count for Vicky. Another crucial pitch that will decide everything. And it is a grounder. And the tired Todd Xavier runs away from the ball. And Luan will get to second in time. And that will score a run. And that is a bonus run. Stuart Sullivan cannot make the play in time. And the Tigers have come back. It is now a 6-6 tie. And Ichiro's at the plate. Uh-oh, the triple steal is on when they shouldn't have done it. Ruby Diamond has a strong arm, but Randy Johnson retreats just in time. Ichiro can add insurance. It'll only be a one-run lead if they leave now, and it's not safe. Definitely not a safe lead in this league. 2-0 count for Ichiro with the bases loaded. A slow ball down the middle, and it's a strike. 2-1 count. Swing and a drive to right field. Stort gets under it. It bounces off the wall, but Stort makes the grab. It is a single, but it will score 2 runs. Exhausted Todd Xavier is not happy at all at the moment. He wishes he were on that mound to finish it off, but alas, Chico Adachi is at the plate. The double steal is called. The fastball to the inside is called a ball. Ruby throws to third, and the runners are retreated. Mickey and Ichiro at the plate. Very quick guys. And a pop-up right in front of Fernando, who takes the play to third. And now the AI is batting. Stewart gets in position to make the catch. Almost an AI run scoring, but doesn't quite happen. Stuart Sullivan is at the plate. And I think Marky DuBois is going to be on not too long from now, so they may take advantage of power-ups in this inning. Kyle's one away, Stuart Sullivan. They need 3 runs. Their playoff fate all depends on this. And Michiko plays way inside and makes the play. Heads up play from Michiko Adachi. And now the power-up using Marky DuBois is at the plate. And the immediate decision is aluminum power. Go for a likely run. Fastball to the inside is a strike. Marky doesn't swing. A slow-mo, and boom! Marky with the aluminum power bat sends one very high, but it bounces off the infinitely tall yellow building. extremely high bouncing, and it just barely bounces over the fence. Had that not bounced over the fence and bounced on the other side of that red brick building instead, it might have given Markey time to get the third, but alas, only a ground rule double. Fernando Diaz at the plate. A very crucial moment. Swing and a miss. Not sure how that missed. It looked good, but no one count to Fernando. Curveball to the outside, and that's ball one. A slow-mo, way outside. Fernando fouls it away. It could have been another power-up, not that it would really matter. Speaking of which, in an extremely rare sight, the Monsters are in possession of 4 different power-ups. Pretty incredible. Another extreme slow-mo from from Brad Radke. Fernando pops it up, and now it's all up to Randy Uno. He represents the last hope for the playoffs for the Green Monsters. On the other hand, Brad Radke looking to shut it down and send his team to the playoffs off the NL Central. It is a pop-up. Mike Piazza on the move, makes the catch, and now we head to the bottom of the 6th. The Tigers are at the top of the 6th right now. They are fielding in a line drive to Vicky, who drops it, but the throw to first is in time. And the final score is 7-0 for the Tigers over the AI Monsters, a prorated score of +8. Mike Piazza swings and misses, and it is a 6-0 win for the Monsters over the AI Tigers. The final score is 8-6 Tigers. The Tigers are your NL Central champions and are going to the playoffs. Congratulations to the Tigers. That is the game. Very quick scoring on both sides, but then the scoring came to a lull. The Tigers were struggling with Todd Xavier finding his groove, and the Monsters pulled ahead. But then in the bottom of the 5th, on their very last batting opportunity, Todd Xavier got exhausted, and they took advantage of Fernando, and they got it done in the clutch. Absolutely incredible game. Incredible playoff clinching game, and a very unfortunate playoff elimination for the Green Monsters.
Wow. Yeah, my heart's beating pretty fast on that one. Holy cow, what a game. Good game to Yuria. Incredible commentary. Mello, I am a bit speechless, but it was a good game. Very exciting.
Thank you for playing. Thank you for playing this game, and thank you, Yuria, for recording this. This was definitely one of the best games I've commentated. It
Yeah,
was
that was
pretty
insane.
nuts.
I can't.
I'm a bit sad that we won't see AI Todd Xavier in the playoffs this year, but c'est la vie. He gave
Yeah,
an admirable effort, and I'm very proud of that.
yeah, he had, I don't know, like 80 pitches. That was incredible.
He threw like 86, 87 pitches. It was
Yeah,
nuts.
87 pitches in like 3 runs, and so he did really well, despite being nerfed in batting and fielding. Uh,
Yeah.
that was wild.
I
Yeah.
haven't seen in my season with him last year. I did not see very many batting nerfs with him at all. I saw a fair few pitching and fielding nerfs, and it seemed like his stamina would just sink like a rock every time it happened.
Mm-hmm.
But that didn't seem to be the case this time. Oh boy, what a workhorse!
Yeah, he was on that mound for seemingly forever. I can't believe Markey with all those power up hits. That was wild. Just
Not even you can't even count on a home run because from what I've heard, the yellow building in Cement Gardens is infinitely tall.
oh really?
I mean, when you're in that situation, like, what's the play? What's your decision? Because like, if you might risk only hitting a double.
Yeah, because I think power ups on this field just aren't that good
Yeah.
because for whatever reason they always just seem to go to that like right field and bounce off the wall or whatever.
I
Um,
mean, I mean the way I think I mean, an undergrounder wasn't available at the time, but an undergrounder to the alley where it doesn't bounce in that ground rule double plane, that'd be pretty brutal.
Yeah. Yeah, whenever I seem to hit power ups, it's just like a magnet to that right field wall, though. I don't really understand it. His power up, actually, his aluminum power went straight, and almost mostly towards the middle. And I think that's the call because the power up goes high enough that it's gonna bounce real high. And like, there's
You
a
know,
good
in an effort
chance.
to add to the backyard baseball lore, I wonder what that yellow building in Cement Gardens even is. Because if that thing is as tall as the game recording suggested, then it
Mhm.
must be even taller than the supposed office buildings in Tin Can Alley. What is such a tall building even doing there?
It's a really good question. I'm assuming it's like
I mean, there is a garbage dump there. Maybe it's apartments.
yeah, I'd say an apartment building. Perhaps it's even like a historical building. Like, what does the John Hancock look like at the bottom? Or
I
like,
I can't say I know.
yeah, maybe, we'll have to figure that out. Look up a bunch of Seattle skyscrapers and figure out which one's yellow at the bottom.
Yeah. I'm very sorry that Nate couldn't commentate this one, but Nate had to step out of commentary at the last second due to, voice and throat concerns. He definitely did not feel great. I was happy to step in.
Yeah, thank you.
All the best for him and his health.
Yeah,
Thank you, Nate Pasick, and best of luck next week. You've got
the
a heck of a
Pirates.
game. You've got a heck of a game next week with you and the Fishes and having to stave off the Wombats. That's going to be crazy. I hope he's okay when he plays then because
Oh
that's going
yeah,
to be some
for
of the most
Nate.
exciting baseball next week.
Mm-hmm. Hey, he's had a good season too. So, uh,
Very good season. Oh, speaking of good seasons, even though he was nail bitingly close to losing to the winless Giants, shout out to T-Boz. I don't know if this is his third or his fourth season or something, but he has
mhm.
clinched his first ever winning season.
Oh, very good. That's awesome. Congrats, T-Boss.
It is
It's been a good, yeah, it's been like a wild year. It's been good. Uh, so
very good.
we'll definitely be having a very wild week 14 match of the week. We'll figure out who's playing. I think we're going to be ending up doing two edits. Maybe there'll be commentary on both, but maybe not. We'll just try and figure it out. But thanks everyone
So
for joining.
we'll figure out what happens. But the remaining what we're gonna do for match of the week will probably depend on the Hornets Mariners game. That will
That
probably
one
be the
just went
biggest
in.
factor in
It looked
deciding what we
like the
pick.
Mariners won 12-0 to 11-1 or 13-1. Wait, no, then they must have lost.
Hey, hang on.
Someone
The results for
check.
that came in. Hang on, let's see here.
He had like a picture.
Mariners 12, Bad 0, and Hornets 10. Okay, so Hornets got 12 runs off the bonus, and so that would be 11 with the Mariners 1. So the Mariners on the road scored 12. So it is a 12-11 win for the Mariners. Just barely
Yeah,
avoided the upset. The Hornets were this close to clinching the wild card, but they can't do it.
they're a very strong team. So I kind of surprised that they haven't clinched yet, but they beat me pretty badly. So
But yeah, the top of the wild card for the AL right now is between the Hornets and the Devil Rays at 8-5.
hmm
And the loser of Devil Rays Melonheads is going to end up 8-6, and no one else can do better than 8-6. So the Hornets can still clinch the wild card with a win against, I believe it's the Padres next week. So that'll be an extremely exciting
ooh, yeah,
game.
that'll 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 be interesting. Yeah, I mean it's in their control. They just need to go out and win again, and they'll be moving forward. Um, but yeah, would not be upset if NL East team made it either. The two pretty exciting teams out there as well. So it'll be fun. We'll see who ends up making this side of the playoffs to try and battle Ace and try and disappoint him again, I guess.
Yeah.
But
We've got the Mariners, who have clinched the #1 overall seed, and thanks to our match of the week, the Tigers have clinched the AL Central. All that remains is the AL East and the wild card, both of which will be decided next week. Thank you guys very much for listening and watching. It was a pleasure to commentate. It was a pleasure to have you on, Jibbo. Thank you very much for all that you do to set this up.
Absolutely.
Any final thoughts?
Just good games. Really exciting game. Just wild. And just thanks to Yuria. I really don't like beating Yuria because I feel like he deserves the playoffs more than me. But thanks to him, of course, for creating the league. And thanks to all the community members.
None of this would
and
be
everyone.
possible without Yuria, so thank
Yeah,
you so much.
thanks everyone.
You do fantastic work.
And we'll see you next week.
See you next week, guys.
Bye-bye.
Enjoy the rest of your day.